It all starts with a plan and a design being set, which is then taken to the site. The surveyor stakes out and locates the plan. The surveyor sets hubs, which are stakes, about 10 to 15 feet from the building corner points, to give the excavator plenty of space to dig the foundation. String lines are pulled between the nails to ensure the distances match the plans, and diagonals are measured to confirm the building is square. If the corners laid out correctly, both diagonal measurements will be equal, and this step is called pulling diagonals. After the site is excavated, formwork is laid out. Gravel is placed to help with drainage. On top of the gravel, a vapor barrier is installed to prevent moisture from coming up through the slab. Rebar is placed in both directions and held off the ground with supports. Different types of supports may be used. Anchor bolts are positioned around the perimeter where the bottom plate of the wall will go. Everything is tied together and held in place with wire. Once everything is set, the concrete is poured and the formwork is removed. Strap ties are embedded deep into the concrete before it sets. These ties will be used to secure the bottom plate of the stud wall to the slab. Next, the grade is backfilled. The walls are constructed horizontally with a single bottom and top plate. Holes are drilled in the bottom plate, spaced to align with the anchor bolts. Once the frame walls are completed, they are stood up and braced until the other walls are built. A nut threaded in the anchor bolt secures the bottom plate, and the straps placed in the concrete are attached to the walls. The other walls are built, ensuring that the top plates overlap each other to prevent the walls from spreading apart. Note the additional framing members spanning the openings. Afterward, the trusses are placed, secured with clips known as hurricane ties. These ties complete the connection from the roof all the way down the walls to the foundation, ensuring it stays together. Sheathing is installed, typically made from oriented strand board, known as OSB. The windows and side door openings are covered over with sheathing, as it is easier to cut out the door and window openings than to carefully measure them. Larger doors, like garage doors, are not covered. Once the openings are cut, the doors and windows are installed. A vapor barrier is then put in place over the OSB and over the flanges that are used to secure the doors and windows. This particular vapor barrier is purchased in rolls and applied horizontally, lapping and taping the seams. The roof underlayment is placed, ready for the shingles. The edges of the underlayment has ice and water shield, which will prevent ice dams. Inside, wiring is laid out, and electrical boxes for outlets and switches are installed. What is shown is just one example. There will be several runs extending to the various receptacles throughout the space. The electrical panel in the back provides a connection to the service coming in from the exterior. Pad insulation is installed in the walls, carefully positioned to avoid compression. Gypsum board is installed on the ceiling, supporting the insulation above it. The wall board is now in place, snug against the ceiling and slightly off the slab. It is also placed horizontally. The plates and trim are finished. Since this is a garage, there is no baseboard. A section view of the construction shows the completed work. As the interior was being finished, the exterior received siding, trim, and corner boards. A meter located out back connects the electrical lines servicing the structure. Flashing and soffit material is installed to finish out the underside of the overhang. The ground was sodded and a driveway poured. The project is complete.